Well, with further consideration, I decided that this is the best bet. Yeah. Fossil Fighters. Now, I was gonna go with Fossil Fighters Champions because I haven't played that in 8 years, but then I realized something. If I do Fossil Fighters Champions now, then nobody's gonna fucking know what this game is. So, fine, we'll play Fossil Fighters first, and then eventually we'll get the Champions someday. Honestly, I'd rather play the original first, because the original is so much more silly and gimmicky, and I like it. So let's do this shit. Also, I'm not going to read very much. I'm going to read, like, snippets. I'm not going to read the whole thing. Like this beginning half. Dude, I'm not going to fucking read all this shit. Watch this. This is Vivisaur Island. It has a stadium where people can fight. Vivisaurs are revived fossils from the dinosaurs of the past. They are not dinosaurs. They are Vivisaurs. They have elemental types and powers and blah blah blah. It's really fun. And there's people that fight each other for fun. There you go, that's the gimmick. Anyway, I'm going to be summarizing the hell out of this game, because this game has way too much to say. Now, some of it is funny, and I will be reading those funny bits, but I'm not going to read every little detail, alright? I'm going to read what I think I should read, okay? After that video, I bet you can hardly get... Fucking... That's another reason why I can't do this. I can't read good, anyway. Want to become a fossil fighter? I see that twinkle in your eye before. It says a lot about your bravery and shit. Anyway, I'm Captain Travers. What is your name? Oh, but of course this game doesn't have enough characters, so we're gonna have to be Imbernod. Fine. Ah, so you're Imbernod. Okay, cool. So, that's a great name. Now tell me, Imbernod, what is your favorite Vivisaur? Or dinosaur? Carnivores or herbivores? Now, the carnivores, obviously, if you pick this, you'll get the fucking, you know, Velociraptor, the T-Rex, you know, common stuff. But there's some dinosaurs that not a lot of people know about, such as Tarbosaurus. Not a lot of people know about Tarbo. And, yeah, you can pick these Vivisaurs as your favorite. So no, I'm not a Tarbo. Sorry, I just want to show people. So there is some dinosaurs that are not famous, and I do like that about Fossil Fighters is that they don't go with the immediate like famous dinosaur. Like if you go with small herbivores, you'd think, oh, you know, Parasaurolophus or you know maybe a bird or something. Nope. Have Lexiodon and fucking Hispalix. I'm gonna go with Lexio, because not a lot of people like Lexio. I love Lexio, he's adorable, so we're gonna pick him. But yeah, you get to pick your favorite Ivysaur, and I think that's a really charming thing about Fossil Fighters, is that, you know, a lot of, you know, games let you customize all the way, and you're able to change your looks and all that, but I like the simplicity of, pick your favorite, and then you get its color palette. What the fuck is that thing? Ooh. Okay, I regret my decision. Can I go back? No? Fine. Lexio it is then. Why, hello there. Welcome to Vivisaur Island. This is an island where you can fight with Vivisaurs, blah blah blah. Yeah. So you want to be a fucking fighter? Well, guess what? You're gonna have to get registered. There's only one way to do that. You gotta go to Mr. Diggins. So where is Dr. Diggins? Oh, there he is. Go straight ahead. Yeah, he's straight ahead, alright. He's definitely not running around in zigzags. What to do? No, that's not it. Not it either. Hang on a tick. I've got it. Excuse me, Dr. Diggins. Huh? What's that? Man, I assume you're taking your newest recruit to the Fossil Center? Oh, Fossil, new recruit. Oh, yeah, let me change my schedule. I'll be back in a second. Well, better follow him. Let's go get registered. Whee! Right this way to the Fossil Center. Ask the person inside. Yeah. This is basic tutorial, basic bitch shit. Look, it's Beth. Oh, I mean Wendy. Oh, shit. Beth is the other one. They all look the same to me. Dr. Diggins will return in a while, so go to the hotel. It's right over there, even though it's on your map. You can clearly read a map, can't you? Alright, let's go to that area. What? I can't stop. Good. Oh, I'm sorry. This is Peggy. And she can run, and she's gonna tell you, hey, you can run by holding down B. And then she's gone. So yep, I already knew how to do that, because I played this game before. I love this game, and I still have it to this day, because Fossil Fighters is fucking awesome. And we're gonna start with this one, because Champions comes after this one, and I want to get to Champions, but first I need to get through this, so you know what fucking Vivosaurs are and shit. Also, because this game is not super duper long, but it's also not super duper short. It's kind of one of those good games, you know, it's not too long, not too hard, not too grindy, just the right amount of grind and the right amount of play. You know what I'm saying? That's why I like this game. Anyway, so we can hit our start select button, whatever he said, this one, and we can save. Or we can go to options. Message speed, I guess it's fine. Yeah, get that shit up. Here, we'll do that. That way it's not too loud. Because I know this game can be pretty loud. So we're gonna fucking edit that shit. Obviously I'm gonna edit this in post. So it'll be fine. Just don't want it too loud. Before you depart, please allow me to explain help mode. You can hit help mode with select, and it allows you to fucking do nothing. Basically, you hit select mode, which I think is this button. No. Well, I don't remember what button that was. Fuck it. Anyway, let's go. Oh yeah, it's this one. There you go. So you can hit this button, and it'll tell you things that you might need help with, like screens and shit. I don't really know what it does. I just know that it exists, and I don't care for it. Anyway, let's go to Dr. Diggins. He should be ready to go now. Welcome to the Fossil Center. Oh, you were here earlier. Well, Dr. Diggins is right that way in the cleaning room. So go over there. Click A on a person to talk to them, yeah. Hello. Oh, you're Inbernode. You're the new recruit. Okay, cool. Well, I'm gonna teach you how to clean fossils. He said something about finding a Stegosaurus fossil in a garden, but we're not gonna care about that right now. I don't really care for your story. Stegosaurus fossil is still my most prized possession. Anyway, I'm gonna show you how to clean now. I thought he told you about the Stegosaurus after, but no, apparently Tal's talked about it now. So, on Vivosaur Island, you can get Vivosaurs by reviving fossils and cleaning them from the different dig sites. So you need a head in order to revive them. Now then, let's do that. Very important. More effectively, stronger pieces. Yeah, basically every piece you get makes your Vivosaur stronger, blah blah blah, but the head is the only thing that can revive it. Anyway, let's get to cleaning. So, you have your basic cleaning. You have your fossil right here, which is very important. The more you clean the fossil, the more blue will go up. But if you damage it, the more red will go down. If red goes past the line, you lose. If the blue goes past the line, you are fine. Anyway, you get 90 seconds. That's a minute and 30 seconds per fossil. However, if you're like me, you're very quick. Your basic tools are a drill and a hammer. The drill allows you to clean small debris, and the hammer allows you to clean up big debris. But the hammer is the most dangerous, so you want to be careful. And we can also look at our fossil, so let's do that. So judging from this fossil, it looks like an Allosaurus-esque head, which means it's probably going to be a carnivore. You can actually kind of tell what you're going to get based off of your, dinosaur knowledge, so if you kind of already know about dinosaurs, you're fine. White bone, that's the fossil. You want to be careful, because if you do hit the fossil for too long, you will damage it, and if you damage the fossil, you won't get a good score, which can lead to problems in the future. We'll get to that in a second. Now, you can obviously blow on the screen, and when you do that, you'll fucking blow away debris, allowing you to see. Now, obviously, I'm a pro, so I'm going to tell you a little bit of hints and tips. Tapping the screen with your stylus allows you to get rid of debris very quickly, because this does not damage the fossil. Just tapping it like this doesn't hurt it. But tapping it too many times will hurt it, so you want to listen for that little bone debris sound. Now you can also do little spinnies like this. This can quickly get rid of debris fast, which is a very good gimmick if you're running out of time, like right now. So we want to do this very quickly, and then we can just do our little tap method to get rid of the small stuff. Come on, come on, come on, I'm running out of time! Honestly, timers really suck for me, because I hate being timed. Come on. Come on, I'm almost done. It must be this. Nope, it's this. There you go. Anything above 90 is a smashing success. Anything below 90 is just a regular success. If you get a 100, that's good, because depending on how well you clean your fossil will depict how strong your Venusaur will be. Starting with Spinax, which I like to call Spinax, even though it is called Spinax. So Spinax, he's level 2 because we got 100%. If you get a 100% on a fossil, that is 250 points of experience. Every fossil can give you 100 experience points, so I did 100 on that, so I get 250s, and 250s add to 100, which means 2 levels. So every 50 levels is a level. Every 50 points is a level, and every time you get a level, you are able to get better stats. So obviously Spinax is very heavy on the attack and defense, very target and homing. He has an auto counter ability, allowing him to counter the enemy. You want to read what they say, because if you don't read it, you won't know their hidden abilities, because it doesn't tell you anywhere else, only in this little bar down here. Anyway, Spinax gives 5% more attack and 5% more defense to its own teammates. We'll get to that later. But just know, every 50 points is a level, so you want to get 100 on all the pieces so you can get to level 8, because the cap is 12. And there you go, that's all the basics. You got a Spinax Dynametal. One advantage of reviving process is Venusaur can be carried as Dynametals. You can carry your favorite Venusaurs in your team, blah blah blah. I'm just gonna skip all this. No, I know, I'm good, please. Let's take your Venusaur to the Fossil Stadium for your test. If you go to this guy, you can practice. So if you want, you can practice. If you had a shitty score, maybe try to get a better score. But there is one catch. This does nothing. This doesn't give you any advantages. It's just practice. There's no advantage to doing this. There's no new Venusaurs. But I will practice to show something. That's interesting. That's a T-Rex skull. I thought he gave you a Spinax skull, but no. Anyway. Now, obviously, I did not damage the fossils, so I'm going to show this off. If you hammer too many times, you can damage the fossil, and it can actually lead to a lot of problems. Now, technically speaking, you could just use the hammer the whole time, because this does work. So if you get those little green parts, that means you're hurting your fossil, and you shouldn't do that. Now then, you saw a success. You saw damaging the fossil. Now what happens if you damage it too much? By the way, get used to this music. This is the only music for fossil cleaning, and I love it. Break his skull open! By the way, drilling holes does not affect anything. You can literally drill holes into your Venusaur and still revive them. But it's fun to see that you can damage the hell out of this thing. Come on. There you go. Anything below that line, and you fail. This is important for later, because there's a lot of really crappy fossils. We'll see them later, but just know failure is an option, and you don't want that option. You want to fucking be amazing. So there you go. Anyway, you said something about Fossil Stadium, so let's go over there. This is Fossil Stadium. Ta-da! Welcome to Fossil Stadium. I also love how the fucking desk is just a giant jaw. Why? Why is it a giant jaw? Go through the door on the right for your cleaning test. Yep, you didn't do good on your cleaning test? Well, this is gonna suck for you, because this is your second cleaning test. If you do poorly with the practice, you can just constantly practice until you get good at it. Now, I am a professional, so I'm not gonna fuck this up. Now you might have noticed, a lot of these fossils look the same. That is because there's only specific types of fossils. You're not going to run into very special fossils very often. If it's a T-Rex, it's going to give you a T-Rex skull. If it's a fucking Allosaurus, it's going to give you an Allosaurus skull. You know, Brachios, Triceratopses, you get the idea. Only very specific Venusaurs have very special skulls, and those are for the very special ones. Otherwise, they're going to share the same skull, but in different fossil types. Now, you're not always going to get this big brick as your fossil. You're going to get, you know, other types of fossils. So you want to be very mindful of that, because you might get special fossils that suck. Also, this is going very well. Now remember, you can't tap too many times in the same spot because you will nick it. As you can see, that little nick right there, that counts. So even though I barely damaged the fossil, that still counts as a nick, thus you get less points. So you want to be careful with that. You mostly just want to aim for 90. You don't have to go for a full 100. You'll see why later, but right now just try to go for 90s. Whoa! So that little nick only costs 1 point. So don't worry about nicking them. You can nick them anytime you want. You passed. Yay! Now time for the next portion, your test. Go to Tiffany. I don't know why I'm going to Tiffany, but that's alright. Let's go to Tiffany then. What do you gotta say for yourself? Passing your cleaning test in Bernode. Next time you go in fossil battles. Of course, we'll need to practice that. So Tipper is going to give us a little tip on fighting. Alright, let's go Tipper. This is actually my favorite model because it's like a little scout. I love how fossil fighters are like scouts and fucking like explorers, just exploring and looking for fossils. It's adorable. Fighting is very simple in this game. You will have your battlefield, your zone, your opponent's zones, life points, and now you can fight. The lowest life points gets to go first, which I don't like this about this game, is that it's based off life points. So you want to try to get your Venusaurs nice and weak if you want to go first, and if you overlevel them, then of course you're going to go first. So just be patient, because obviously you're going to have a lot of life points. So fossil points, that's the power points that you can use, and whenever you hit your other teammates' Venusaur, you can look at their stats, you can look at their moves too, if you just kind of rotate it. Yeah. Sorry about that, I had to take care of something. Anyway. Nice, Bernard. You finally... It's time for your final last test. Fossil battle. Fuck. You know, when you get interrupted, you get totally out of sync, and I'm sorry about that. Anyway, luckily it was right at the fade of black, so we're good. But it's still kind of like, I got interrupted, so sorry about that. Let's get into this, our fossil battle. Very first one. Who the fuck is this guy? Captain Travers! Honestly, fucking elusive motherfucker. I like how they don't show him until like last second, but I'm glad he's our first guy. You know, he's the guy that introduced us to the fucking the island, and now we get to fight him, which is awesome. Oh yeah, one more thing I should let you know. The formation screen before battle. It doesn't matter now, since you only one-on-one, but click the ready button when you're ready. Alright. The formation screen! A lot of people probably do not understand why we need one, but let me explain. There is an attack zone, a support zone, and an extra zone. Your attack zone is your front line Venusaur. This is the Venusaur that's going to be in front, ready to go. Now, some of these Venusaurs have different things, like long range and all around. Now, all around is only in this game. In the Champions one, it's changed with close ranged, because there's close range, long range, and medium range. But this guy, he's an all around, which means he can be on any fucking place. He can be back here, he can be here, it doesn't matter. And I like that about this game, is that it's a little bit more simplistic. Alright, let's fuck him up. Chop, 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 chop. Oh. Auto counter. Bitch. Anyway. Yeah, I like this game because of the sound effects and also because of the combat. This combat is really fucking good. Ow! And we one-shot his ass. God damn. That was fucked up, Spinax. He fucking one-shot his ass. What the hell? Also, ignore the announcers. They don't do anything. They just say random shit. Well, how about that? I guess that makes you an official fossil fighter. Well, here's a little gift from me to you. Your favorite Venusaur part. Lexio's legs! Thank you for giving me his legs. Now I can hit people across the head with it. Now here's a fun fact. This extra fossil, if you get it from one of the better choices like T-Rex, Turbo, or fucking Maiasaurus, Triceratops, you won't be able to use them until way fucking later in the game. So they're almost completely worthless, which is why I recommend using the smaller ones. All the smaller ones are really easy to get to at a certain point, so I recommend doing that. So we got our fossil license. We're level 1. We look stupid. I can't wait to get a mask. That's proof that you're now recognized fossil fighter. Congratulations, you're level 1. 1 second. Sorry about that noise in the background. Anyway, yikes, where'd the time go? Must go there. Life of licensed fighter begin tomorrow. Get yourself ready. Best of luck to the road to becoming a master fighter, Embernode. Eh. I like how he paused for a second, like he's, like, I don't know. Anyway, we're gonna save, and that's the end of this. Because next time on Fossil Fighters. The Missing Metals, Chapter 1! Fucked it up!